Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here, player of England, the soon-to-be conqueror of France, or at least I hope I will be. We are in essentially the 100 Years' War Mark II against France. We are winning. France has been pretty well overrun and taken out. They got caught in a 3 or 4 ways war between me, Aragon, Milan, Castile, Austria, and other nations that just we all kind of decided we all randomly declared war on France around the same time, or rather, France was involved in each of the wars. As you can see, the Pope has done quite a bit of occupation on France, so I'm going to be interested to see what land the Pope takes outside of Provence's two territories. Provence is excommunicated. That's how this whole mess got started. We took 3 provinces from Scotland, but more importantly, we got them to get rid of their alliances with both France and the Teutonic Order, who really wasn't a problem, but it would have been a pain to kill them with the Teutonic Order on their side. And now it's a matter of occupying France, who currently has no military. This is, of course, the conquest of Paris we have launched here, which means the war goal is to take Paris, which we are going to do rather quickly, actually. It's just a matter of time. And then we'll wipe them out. I'm thinking our major goal will be once we take Paris, we'll get this mission over here, strategic control, which should give us a permanent claim on Brittany and a force union on France. That will be interesting. Ooh, look what happened. Looks like everyone else pieced out of the war against France. So, considering we're winning, our allies should be, yeah, really much on our side. Boy, France's military just recovers so fast. Wow. Look at that. They just had no military. All of a sudden, 8,000. It's going to even be higher soon. We are getting really close, actually, to getting the Renaissance. I do have to spend a little bit of this admin power on somewhere. I'll throw it in Essex for now. There we go. And once we grab that, we'll of course catch up in tech a lot faster, and we'll see where things are. I may not actually win that fight against all those French infantrymen. We did. Okay, good. Here's what I'm hoping. You see this? The Portuguese have a huge amount of rebels in Gibraltar. So I'm hoping Gibraltar will get its independence from Granada. Then I can take this mission here, the Maritime Empire, and lay claim to Gibraltar. And then hopefully get Gibraltar for myself, which will unlock further down that tree. Otherwise, I'm going to have to fight probably Castile or Portugal for it. A little worried about Granada's army just marching away, though, because now Portuguese are going to reoccupy Granada. 67% war score. Actually, let's take this mission. Dun, da, da. Force union against them. It actually wants me to own all of Brittany. Interesting. If I own all of Brittany, then it gives me... If I owned all of Ile-de-France, it gives me a victor's concessions. Ooh. 20% manpower recovery speed. Ah. They don't actually have a mission to conquer all of France. Provinces. I just have to subjugate Ile-de-France, which I could take most of Ile-de-France, couldn't I? Interesting. Let's see, what would Ile-de-France take? Wow, that war score goes up fast. I mean, I could take all of Ile-de-France, but look at that coalition that will form. I do have a claim on Brittany, right? I could release Brittany and then go after them. Let's wait for now. Let's let this war drag on a little bit longer. We've got a lot more easy occupations we can do, even though there is a call for peace. We should at least be able to retake Mainz, Armagnac down here, Paris, and Chartres, which I want because it has got a fort. And then the odds are Burgundy is going to pounce on beating up France too, which I don't want to lose Ile-de-France. I mean, I guess I could take these three, Valois, Paris, and Nemours. And then that would cut off Burgundy from easily sieging the rest of Ile-de-France. We'll see how that goes. Amazing. Look at that. France is already rebuilding its military. 13,000. Still not enough, obviously, but they do it so fast. The French traditions of that bonus manpower is just so strong. I bet if I look at France under military, where's their force limit? Yeah, they've already got 15,000 manpower they could throw into this war, despite being overrun and kicked out multiple times. Let's put Loire there, and then Lyoness. And then we'll see where it is, because that should give us control of all but one of their forts. Hopefully our allies will stay with us till that point. And it looks like the Grenadins lost control of Gibraltar, but are regaining that. On the other hand, if I wait long enough, maybe Castile will lose Granada, which would be rather amusing. Where is the oh, there's the Castilian army. Interesting. Let's get some army tradition. I've got to remember to drill my army. I've been forgetting lately. When I'm not at war, the army needs to be being drilled. Anatomical theater. We are going to lose the innovativeness because we are so far behind in innovation. It would not do us any good. France is willing to accept peace. Not good enough yet. Not good enough for France. Oh, I don't know why the Granadan army keeps marching back to Granada. You're just going to be stack wiped by the Spanish. Oh, it seems so stupid. We just need this one fort done and then we're good. We already have a 99% war score against them, but I want to make it 100, if possible. Ladasis Postumus is now Emperor of the HRE. Good for him. He's not a bad ruler in the scheme of things. Although I'm a little confused why he now starts as the heir to Austria and Hungary, but doesn't actually have the same stats. Still one of those questions I will never understand. We don't want that. We want those three. Coalition. Ooh, that's coalition. Ooh, that's even bigger of a coalition. If I take those two, it's a small coalition. If I take those, a lot larger of a coalition. If I force the release of Brittany, I can't. Okay. What would it take to force the release of Brittany? Take that. That was a relatively small coalition. And it would allow me to take that province. Not ideally what I want, but it's what I'll take. As it is, we took Paris, which is huge. Paris is worth the entire war and the risk of the coalition alone. Then we build another. Oh, yeah, that's the maritime conquer Ireland and Gibraltar thing. There's the risk of the coalition. Outraged countries, let's be friends. I only had an issue with the French. The rest of you, for now, are safe. France has embraced the Renaissance. We are relatively close for doing the same. We just gotta... Oh my, that could be a much larger coalition than I thought it was. Okay, time to talk to my allies. You're friendly with me, right? Come on, buddies, be nice. Yeah, yeah? Okay. I've got us some allies. And there, I was right, the rebels are going to get destroyed. And there go my hopes of Gibraltar gaining independence. I might as well take this Maritime Empire event. I now have a claim to conquer Portugal, who's my ally. Joy, not who I want to fight. Let us get the event Conquer Ireland. The Irish Colère. Don't entirely understand what that's supposed to be, but clearly it was something historical. And now it's just hoping that there is no coalition that actually attacks me. Most of these guys were friendly with me, or like Aragon, were angry with the people I was fighting. Burgundy would be the nightmare scenario. If Burgundy joins, that would be a real problem. Luckily, Burgundy isn't. Moment. Guiltree, yeah. Guiltree, you're still alive? Wow, you lost one of your provinces. You're of my dynasty, too. Great. Being betrayed even by my own family. Ordering of troops or fort defense? I'm gonna say fort maintenance, I think. Fort maintenance. We'll throw in a couple military supports and we will do an admin support. There we go. Fort defense, that should mean I have now positive income, hopefully. Once my army fully reinforced, we'll definitely have positive income. English France has now expanded, which is wonderful. We even managed to snag this tiny province, Perigord, or Bergerac. My allies would join me in the event of a defensive war. Fuck if they betrayed me. Oh, I need a new rival. Let's rival Poland? Yes, why not? Poland's not a real threat. They've lost their union over Lithuania. Burgundy has joined the coalition against us. Great. Need money. I need money. Give me money. Or give me, another province. With the Renaissance. I guess I'm gonna get that pretty soon, aren't I? Can't afford to hire another advisor right now. Surely I... So close. How about you? How are you doing? Not as well as you could be. Come on, I just need a little bit more money. Price must be paid for a great empire. Yes. Vince is not true. We are not a ruthless powermonger. We are simply a charismatic negotiator and careful. I think we're careful, otherwise we'd have just gotten demolished by a coalition after that war. Just amazing how rich the French lands is that taking 2 provinces was an issue. To be fair, we did take 3 from Scotland too, but no one really cares what happens to Scotland usually, other than France. Considering the only ally is Oldenburg, and in 8 years I could go beat them up again. I'm kind of interested to see how Poland and Lithuania survive not having each other as an ally, because it looks like they're not going to survive. There we go. Renaissance is here, finally. Let's get some tech. Tech first. Tech first, then idea group. And for our idea group, we are going straight defensive. Straight defensive. No hesitation at all. We'll do men-at-arms. Reason we're going defensive is we have the infantry combat. The morale will be key. We should be fine on manpower now that we control most of Paris. France has lost a lot of its power. We're in fact third in the world in great powers. France is barely 300. We're almost 500. We will overcome it fairly well in the long run. It looks like we have managed to prevent a coalition from attacking us, for the moment. For the moment, at least. Well, if Burgundy attacks us, we gotta include all the Dutch miners. Ugh, that would be a struggle if the Dutch miners attacked us. Royal marriage with Castile has died out. Enrique de Trasmara, who's 52 and has a 000 stat, is on the throne. Great. Let us try and correct that, in hopes of, if he does die, our dynasty taking the throne. It would. Good. You're 52 years old. You have no skill. Please drop dead. Please drop dead and let us take over. Also, I can raise 2 more troops, which I should do immediately. Once I can afford it. More troops, less chance of the coalition coming after me. Paris is now under my control. Good. And the Ottomans have already reached bronze cannons. Oh, and the Byzantines are dead, but Ragusa is going strong. What else is going on? The Mamluks seem to be having issues with rebels. And apparently the Korkorlu, which is interesting. Who attacked who in this war? The Mamluks attacked them. So why are the Mamluks not winning? Who knows? Austria has reformed the HRE. Good for you. At least you're 1 level into it. You only got like 7 levels to go to actually be a major threat with that. Coalition has shrunk. That is nice to see. Hopefully it'll shrink to nothing before we actually have to go finish off Scots. The other stuff I want to make sure to do is finish off Brittany at some point. But we got a permanent claim on the Brittany region. Oh, are you kidding me? We lost that? Ugh, we lost our claim on it when I released Brittany. Not what I wanted to have happen. Okay. Well. Great. Just marvelous. You don't by any chance have no heir. You do have no heir. Okay, for now we will be friends. And I will also plot your demise. So, if you could die, you're 22. If you could please die, that would be nice. I could gain a tech, or I could gain an idea, or I could go for tech. I'm going to go for the tech for now, since we're so far behind in tech still. But we are not as backwards as we were. Although we are going to be a bit mean to the burghers here in exchange of getting some money, that I can actually build a church in London. There we go. Ooh, we've got a couple shots at taking over dynasties if only people would die. Castiles would be ideal. If I could get control of Castile, that would be nice. Alas, I don't think I have enough prestige to do so. Getting my dynasty on the throne would be a good start. Brittany has an heir. Great. And they're attacking Provence. Great. They're going to win that, but it's not going to help me much. Because it's a 1-province country versus Brittany. I think I'm going to bet on the side of Brittany. The issue is that means Brittany is going to expand again, and become a lot harder to finish off in a war. Because right now they are 82%. That will push them over 100%. Which means that's at least 2 wars to kill Brittany. I have no clue how many wars to kill France. That would be 300% wars plus another one. So France is going to be a nightmare to kill. Allied to Aragon. Could be better, could be a lot worse. And it doesn't look like we're going to see the Tudor dynasty at all, because the Lancastrians are hanging on to the throne quite well, actually. The question is, when are we going to see the Protestant Reformation? Because we're going to start hitting all the texts that start to give like the heretic Comberno Act. That'll be a big difference on everybody. Because all the AIs take that one. There's almost no reason not to, because the reform desire is going to get high anyway. Let's get a claim started on Brittany for now, at least. Friends. 94%. So I could technically wipe them out. But, of course, with the coalition, I don't dare do anything. But that will be it for this episode, and we are doing fairly well. We just, beat up France. So I'm gonna say at this point it would be really almost impossible for France to kick us out. I think it would be rather difficult. I mean, there is a possibility they could do so, but I don't think they will. So that will be it for this video. Thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Questions, comments below, and subscribe if you haven't. And check out my other videos. I've got other non-Europa videos that I would be delighted if people would watch. If not, I'll see you in another Europa video. Bye for now.